Present day. Present time.
Okay, so we got a kind of funny news today. So we got something hilarious that happened. So we got Team Sweeney over here, which by the way looks like Stephen King for some freaking reason. I can't even tell the difference. They look like they're freaking brothers. But anyways, for those who don't know who Tim Sweeney is, he's the CEO of Epic Games. And to be honest, if I tell you what I think about him, I hate his app. It's so freaking buggy. Every time I've gotten that app, I've had such bad experience. Like every time I've downloaded that app or tried it, I always feel like he's selling my data to the CCP. And their exclusive games, they feel like freaking Chinese spyware. And they probably are. Which is which is mainly why I call him the Chinese cock. Like he's a fucking Chinese cock. But anyway, that's besides the point. Now, moving on. Let's talk about what we really came here to talk about. So, Tim Sweeney is over here criticizing Valve's ID tags, letting gamers know when the game is made by, generative AI. It doesn't saying that it doesn't make sense for customers to have full context of their purchases before they actually buy the game. Then then you guys wonder why you guys have such a hard time beating Steam. So first of all, I would like to say that AI is nowhere close to making it's still shit. And as a person that's been around enough around AI, it excels in some areas, but this is definitely not one of them. Now, the other thing is, I don't know about you guys, but if I know that my game is being made with AI and it's being made cheaper, I expect to actually get a cheaper price. But that's not what's happening here. If not, prices are actually going up. Like, what kind of sense does that make sense? And honestly, I think that the only reason that he's bitching about Steam is this is literally the reason why he's bitching out about Steam, because Steam does say in their term of service that if a game has generative AI and you don't let the customer know before they buy it, it gets removed because it literally violates the term of service when it comes to Valve. So I don't know what the fuck he's on, but everyone knows this. But no, he goes out, but no, Team goes out and starts calling Valve a monopoly, even though he's doing no effort to appease gamer with something that is as simple as not wanting AI slop in games. And at least if you're going to put AI in games, the least you could do is do it the right way, like the way where Winsmeet did it, not the way that Activision did with freaking COD. Which reminds me, here's to me of someone who broke into someone's car to drop a copy of Black Ops 7. Enough of that. I get distracted by this. So So he goes out of his way to pretty much blame performance on his game, not on themselves, but on Valve, which reminds me of those people on Twitter that fucking call everyone the M word, and by the M word I mean Nazi. So here's the thing: they're over here blaming then they go out of the way and they blame the gamers for not wanting to buy their games, saying it's a kosher thing and blah blah blah. But think for him, just think about it for a freaking second. You're outpricing gamers. You're raising the prices. You're outpricing gamers to the point they can't afford to have this hobby. And on top of that, you're making a mech game. Like, as this hobby becomes more expensive, gamers are just not going to waste their money on a studio that we know is going to make a mech game. Like, people are simply not going to risk it in this economy. And, the other thing is they act like we don't tell them what we want in a game. Like, of all the generations of gamers, I will say that this generation is the most vocal of what they want, what they dislike, what they want in a game, what they don't want in a game. So it's just complete bullshit. Like, you have no excuse. Like, we got freaking Team Sweeney over here complaining about Bell on Twitter like he's some type of Instagram thought.
Be gone, fuck!
Like, all I'm going to say is the clock is ticking. And if you don't change your ways in your company, you will see a mass wave of layoffs for Epic once again. Nothing new. Welcome home. Welcome home, I guess. Actually, that might not be true. That might not be true. Because I actually saw this article how there's so many game devs that are becoming unemployed because they're either getting layoffs or getting fired. That fast food places like McDonald's are over hiring and they can't afford to hire more. I can't even I can't make this up. Anyways, moving on with this topic. So, since Tim over here wants to make up excuses, explain this. How come indie devs are making more sales than AAA game studios? Ask yourselves this. And this year has actually been one of the best years for gaming, to be honest. The only bad game I played this year was probably like Assassin's Creed Shadows, but every other game I played was surprisingly pretty good. But again, AAA game studios are I noticed that they've been afraid to release games, and you could see why. Because we're in one of those freaking generations where people gotten so tired of the industry that they're really unforgivable. Like you make a couple fucks up, you might get 3 strikes, sometimes one. They're just not gonna fuck with you. Oh wait, I forgot one game. So I forgot one game. Yeah, Borderline Randy Pitchfork edition. I forgot that one. That one was bad too. But yeah, that was 2 bad games, but every other game I played was freaking amazing, I'll be honest. Like, I've enjoyed all those games. Okay, so anyways, so, Epic, you can yell, you can kick, but you'll never be as rad as Val, let's be honest. So, another thing I like about Bell is that Bell Bell is really good. It's really consumer friendly. Like, you get really good discounts, their sales. Not only that, they got a great return policy, even though it says you need if you play it more than 2 hours, you can't have a return, but if the game is bad and you explain yourself, you'll have your return. Your return, sorry. So, like, Valve actually treats the consumer like an actual person, like and we got Epic over here making it seem like it's so hard. It's really not that hard. Just be consumer friendly. If you're nice to the consumer will keep coming back. Like Valve has great return policy. The return policy is so good, people return the game and they just buy another game there because it's just they treat us how actual humans. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, as I always stay spooky, stay weird, and tell me, what's been your experience with the Epic launcher? I don't know about you, but mine has been horrible. I freaking hate that launcher. Anyway, bye.
Dim, dam, dadilam, vacarme s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam, didim, didididilam, lute sera dodilom, seram. Dim, dim, da da da, dim, dim, da da da, dim.